Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Heather and today we're trying to figure out what my favorite book of 2025 was. I read a total of 23 5-star reads in 2025 out of a 243. Anyways, I don't know which one my favorite is. So we're going to try to figure that out because all of these books, obviously 5 stars, they were great, and I need help in that department. I know last year I did a bracket. This year I'm going to do a bracket again. It's a little bit different than last year. But we are going to go ahead and get started. And first thing, we're going to talk a little bit about the books and my feels on them, and then we'll start putting them in different orders, you know? So this little part over here, I have Bad Eater and Tastes Like Shakara pitted against each other. Bad Eater, I just recently read it, but good God, it was so freaking good. Paranormal horror, has a lot of social commentary about racism, against South Asian people. And Cora is a crime scene cleaner-upper person, and her job is gross, and she's trying to figure out her sister's murder. Tastes Like Shakara, Indian romance, arranged marriage, super funny, steamy, had all of the family aspects that I love about Indian romances, and the aunties in this book were super freaking funny. They were hilarious. I have Happy Land. It's just a very beautiful, inspirational story about this woman going to find her ancestral home, and when she finds it, she also starts to learn about how her ancestors became kings and queens, and how they lived off the land, and how they supported each other inside their little town that they created. And it was just really, really beautiful, and it made me tear up a little bit. Then I have Rachel Harrison's Play Nice. Family dynamics, sister drama, possessed house, ghost story. Is it really happening? Is it not happening? And it was fun. Then I have Battle Royale. This was one of the first books that I read in 2025, and I really, really liked it. I was going to read it for a booktuber's favorite of the year, but I just didn't. I didn't get that vlog out, and I liked it. It is about a bunch of teenagers getting pitted against each other. They have to fight to the death, and I enjoyed it. It was bloody. And then I have Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. I love Kennedy Ryan. I love this story. It was a great second chance at love story, and it was beautiful. Blood on Her Tongue is about sisters. One sister is sick, the other sister goes and sees what's wrong with her sister, and weird things start happening, okay? It is gross. It was gothic-y, and I really enjoyed my time with it. Then I have The Caro Haunt by Darcy Coates, and I liked it. It was paranormal. It was one of the first paranormal-y books that I read of the year, and it freaked me out enough to where it got 5 stars. So there you go. Then I have Indian Burial Ground by Nick Medina, and y'all, this story ripped my heart out. Okay, I was not expecting it to impact me as much as it did, but this was the book that made me cry like a little baby, and I really, really enjoyed it. It has a lot to say, and it's human horrors. There's some paranormally horrors in here too, or supernatural horrors I should say, but it was, oh my God, it hurt me. It hurt me so bad. Then I have over here in this little corner, The Dead Guy Next Door by Lucy Score. I was not anticipating loving this book as much as I did, but I had a great time with it. Cozy mystery. She's a clairvoyant, and I just loved it. It was funny. She lives in an old person home, like an old person community, and I loved all of them, and I liked her little romance that she had. I just liked everything. Then I have Butcher and Blackbird, of course, dark romance. I enjoyed my time with it. I thought it was fun, and I read all the other books in the series too, and I really, really liked it. So that's the first section. We're gonna go ahead and start moving some books over, okay? So we have Bad Eater and Tastes Like Shakar. I'm obviously gonna move Bad Eater over because Bad Eater has my heart. Happy Land and Bad Eater. Happy Land is just like a beautiful, inspiring story. But I will say that horror took the cake with me this year, so I'm gonna move Bad Eater over. And I was not anticipating those two to be pitted against each other because I loved Play Nice. Play Nice was so much fun, but I think, again, Bad Eater is moving over. Y'all, if Bad Eater wins, I'm gonna be not surprised, but I am going to, you know, I'm not gonna be mad about it, okay? Sorry if you see all of the stuff on the screen. This is on Canva, and y'all, we're just gonna deal with it, okay? Then I have Battle Royale and Can't Get Enough. I'm gonna move Can't Get Enough over just because I love the characters in here. I loved the overall romance, and I've read a lot of dystopian books that I enjoy, but dystopian is hard for me to say it's my absolute favorite. Blood on Her Tongue and the Caro Haunt. I'm gonna move Blood on Her Tongue over. I liked Blood on Her Tongue a lot. It was gross, but I really, really enjoyed my time. Is my camera really about to die? Okay, we need to hurry. Dead Guy Next Door. I'm gonna move Dead Guy Next Door over. And obviously Indian Burial Ground is getting moved over next. So we're gonna move over to the other side and talk about these books. Over here we have Beverly Jenkins, Indigo, and then we have Guncle. Beverly Jenkins is a historical romance, and I absolutely loved the couple in here. They were perfect, you know, and I really enjoyed my time with that book. Then we have Guncle, and it's just a sweet story about this uncle having to take his niece and nephew in because there's death in the family, and then his brother is going to rehab. And I really enjoyed this story too. It was funny, it was heartwarming, and got a little bit teary-eyed, a little bit choked up while reading it, and it's just really funny. It's a very, very heartwarming, cute story. So if you haven't read it yet, I would highly recommend it. Then we have Plus Size Player by Danielle Allen, and y'all, this couple, oh yeah, they had me like, oh yes. And I love this series so much. I can't wait for Big Girl Blitz to come out. But anyways, okay, love them. They are great. She is the actual player in here, and it is just like, it's like a perfect romance, y'all. It's so good. And then my first 5-star read of 2025 was Love Like the Sun. This is a really sweet childhood romance. Like they're older, but they knew each other in childhood, and it's very tender and loving, and I really, really liked that book too. Then we have The Hacienda, and this is a haunted house story that creeped me out. It creeped me out so much, and I was like, oh my god. It's got a little bit of like a romance subplot to it too, but I just really enjoyed the atmosphere and the overall tension that was in this book. It was top tier, and it was in my horror / thriller bingo board. So if you haven't watched that video, I'll put it in the cards. You'll link it down below. Then we have a nonfiction. This is Notes on Grief, and I thought that this was, it's a small book, it's very short, but it packs a powerful punch, and it's just on the grief of this author's loss of her dad during the pandemic and being separated from her family. Thought that it was very well done, and I had it from the library and I bought it for myself so I could annotate it, but it's really, really good. Then I have what everybody's like favorite thriller of the year was, which it is. So it's insanity, okay? Julie Chan Is Dead, and I had such a good time with this book. It is social commentary slash satire about social media and how everybody conforms to social media standards. Nobody has a personality. This chick, her sister dies and she becomes her sister on social media. They're twins and she takes over her sister's life pretty much. It was good. I liked it. And then we have The Yellow Wife, and I appreciate this story for what it is. It was very hard-hitting. It was hard to get through. It had so much going on in it, and this woman had to endure so much, and the way that she was able to get past, well, not even get past, but the way that she was able to handle the situation that she was in, I respected her so much for everything that she went through. Very hard-hitting, very impactful story, and I see why everybody loves it, because it's really, really good. Then we have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I thought that this was really fun. It's really sweet. It's one of those romances that is just gonna like make you feel a lot, and I enjoyed it. And then we have The Serpents and the Wing. Oh my gosh, The Serpent and the Wings of Night. And this was one of the first romantasy books that I read this year. I ate it up. I loved it. I loved the trials. I loved the vampire stuff in here. I loved the romance, the side characters. They were all really good. And then I read the second book. Enjoyed that too. When the Wolf Comes Home, I recently read this. Y'all, sorry my lines are all messed up, but whatever. I recently read this and it is intense. It's crazy. And again, it has a lot of social commentary in here about family, about abusive relationships when it comes to parents and kids. And it hit me in the heart, and I just wanted to hug that little boy so much. And the last but not least is One of Us Knows by Alyssa Cole. And I love Alyssa Cole thrillers. This is about a person who gets hired on as a caretaker for this island, and there's something going on with this island, okay? The house is weird, the island's weird, there's also another person on the island, and it takes a while to understand what's going on in this book, but when you finally understand what's going on, I was completely surprised. And it talks a lot about mental health as well. And I thought Alyssa Cole did a fabulous job with it. It's kind of like a fever dreamy type book. It does have some surrealism, I would say, in it too. But yeah, I liked it a lot. So we're going to start from the bottom right here, since we're already right here. And The Serpent and the Wolf. We're going to say The Wolf, because that story impacted me a lot more than Serpent and the Wing, or On the Wing. Okay, so One of Us Knows, Wolf Comes Home. Ooh, this one's hard, because they both talk so much about like trauma and grief and mental health and all that. I'm gonna say Wolfie. Yeah, I feel good about that. I feel good. Oopsies, move my background instead of moving that. I feel good about Wolf moving on. Still love Alyssa Cole, but Wolf goes on. Alright, Indigo or Guncle. Guncle had me laughing, tearing up, made me feel all the feels. Indigo is a great story. It's a great romance, but Guncle it was up there. Okay. Now, Guncle versus Plus Size Player. Oh. Why did I do this to myself? Damn it. Plus Size Player. Yeah, Plus Size Player. I love them together. They're so good together. Yep. Love them together. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay. Moving down. Okay, Plus Size Player. Love Like the Sun. I'm going to move Plus Size Player. Yeah. Moved in. Alright. Hacienda or Notes on Grief. I'm going to say Notes on Grief was more impactful for me, and I thought that it was very well written. Like I said, it's a small book, but it like knocks you out. The Hacienda was really good, but Notes on Grief, I think, takes the cake for that, for those, you know. Julie Chan is Dead or Yellow Wife. I'm gonna say Julie Chan. I had really good time with that one, and again, it's in a lot of people's top, but it's well deserving for the climate that we're in. Just for the Summer, When the Wolf. Gotta go with the Wolfie. The Wolfie. Okay, so we're going to the middle now. These are gonna be hard. I already know these are gonna be super hard. Okay. Plus Size Player, Bad Eater. Okay, so here's my top 8. We have Bad Eater, Can't Get Enough, Blood on Her Tongue, Indian Burial Ground, Plus Size Player, Notes on Grief, Julie Chan, When the Wolf Comes Home. Okay, let's start over here first. Bad Eater, Can't Get Enough. Well, they don't have, like, damn it. Again, damn it. Do I want Hendrix and Maverick, or do I want Cora? This is so hard. I'm gonna go with Bad Eater. I'm gonna go Cora. Yeah, I'm gonna go Cora. Yeah, I feel good about that, I think. And I don't think Kennedy Ryan would be mad at me about that. Do you think she'd be mad at me? I don't know. Blood on Her Tongue or Indian Burial Ground. I'm gonna go with Indian Burial Ground because that one, a lot of people don't like this book, but I thought that it was so well done, and the emotional part of this book for me, it was, because there's a lot of addiction in here, and like kids having to take care of their parents. Not that I had to take care of my parents, but like kids having to take care of their parents. And when I was teaching, that really impacted me a lot because a lot of my students dealt with exactly what was going on in this book, and seeing it from the character in this book's side, and knowing that Nick Medina had some, there's some parallels between his life and the story. I was just like, I wanted to wrap all of them up in a hug, and I thought the paranormal aspect of this book was really good too. So, okay, Plus Size Player or Notes on Grief. I'm gonna go with Plus Size Player for this one. Yep. And Julie Chan or When the Wolf Comes Home. Oh shit. Dang it. Do I want to go with Crazy Social Commentary or Trauma? Which one was the better book? Well, man, they were both excellent. I don't know. Okay. When the Wolf Comes Home. Yep. Because I think, but then there was some craziness of it. I'm gonna go with The Wolf Comes Home. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. All right, Bad Eater, Indian Burial Ground. So these two books have so much in common. So much in common. But which one do I think, which one did I like better? I'm gonna go with Indian Burial Ground because, like I keep saying, Indian Burial Ground caused so much emotional things in me, and although Bad Eater has a lot of, like I said, social commentary on East Asian people and the racism that they experienced during the pandemic and how awful that was, and how Cora had to deal with her sister's death and seeing it, and you know, all the things that happened in there. I think that it was so well done. Indian Burial Ground, having the dual perspectives that we had with Naomi and her uncle, and seeing the parallels between their life and them trying to get out of their situation, but having to come back and basically have history repeat itself, and just like all the shit that they had to deal with. I think Indian Burial Ground for me. Okay, so Plus Size Player, When the Wolf Comes Home. Completely different genres. Horror, romance. Which one did I enjoy more? I'm going to say I enjoyed Plus Size Player more. I think Plus Size Player is going to outdo When the Wolf Comes Home for this one. Okay, so Plus Size Player, Indian Burial Ground. I'm going to go with Plus Size Player. Yep. Plus Size Player is my number one for 2025. Took the cake. I think that yep, Plus Size Player won it. Another romance. Last year was romance too. Yeah, so my top one is Plus Size Player. How y'all feel about that? Are y'all like yelling at me the entire time? Plus Size. Yes, ma'am. Yep. Okay, so that is this video. Plus Size Player 1. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Just me talking through all the books and everything and getting into my brain. That was very hard. Okay, that was hard. But I am happy with how everything came together, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that I'll be able to do this again, you know, for 2026 at the end of the year. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.